YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Scarface in the building. Switch locations, staying strong, still retaining. But in terms of the senior retention content, I feel like I've kind of covered I've covered everything. I haven't really got anything further to talk about, guys. You know you need to be retaining, man. You know you can't just go spinning your seed. Appreciate the value of your seed and move on. But yeah, from now onwards, I'm just going to be talking about probably a bit of travel content, experiences, things that I've learned along the way on the journey, and things that I'm still learning. By the way, guys, if you hear the background noise, it's chickens, it's birds, there's even goats making noise, man. It reminds me, the other day I was walking down the street and I was just seeing a school of goats walking past. I don't know what it's called. Let's just say school. Just something in me just wanted to kill it. I don't know why, but yeah, aside from the point. In this video I want to talk about minding your business, not interfering with business that's not yours, and this is of any kind. Like if it's not like an immediate family member or someone that's very close to you or dear to you, guys, mind your business. And I've got my favorite book in front of me. I read this every day, and I love reading the book of Proverbs. I've read the book of Proverbs countless times, and each and every time I just find something that I'm like, wow, just pure wisdom. And in this, I'm going to be talking Proverbs 26:17. Proverbs 26:17, I remember reading this a couple months back. He that passeth by and meddleth with strife, belonging not to him, is like one that taketh a dog by the ears. So in that verse, it's essentially warning you not to, I wouldn't even say warning you, advising you not to meddle in business that doesn't belong to you. And I've got a few example stories that I want to draw upon today that illustrate this verse, this scripture perfectly. So this must have been about 9 months ago. I was still in London town at that time. And every morning, I still have a morning routine. Every morning I get up and skip, but before every morning I used to get up and go for runs or skips. So it was in the morning, maybe about 7, 8 a.m. And I went for my run, did a little workout outside. I just like doing it outside. Probably if it's cold, I probably wouldn't do it. I probably still would, man. Extreme weather training. So I finished my jog now. I was walking home and so I'm in my neighborhood. This is like, I grew up in the area, so I know the city, I know the place, and I feel comfortable and confident in my environment. I know when a face is new, I know when a face isn't new. So I was walking down the street and then I see some guy, obviously it's early morning, guys, so it's the best time to do something like this. So he's going up to someone's car and then he grabs the side mirror on the car, and then I see him doing something and I'm looking. And bear in mind, guys, I've just finished a workout. I'm full of adrenaline, full of testosterone. And guys, I was a bit reckless back then, I'd say. I don't want to say I'm not reckless now, but so I see him, he grabs the side mirror and he just yanks it off. And I was like, oi, because my thinking was, if that was my car, I wouldn't want someone doing that to my car. And I'd want someone, and if someone saw it, I'd want them to like call it out or do something about it. And you know, I'm in the hood, man, and I'm seeing this guy yank it off. I'm like, and I know the street, it's basically a neighbor. So I was like, oi. And he had a bag, right? So he yanks it off. I see him dashing his bag. I've just finished a workout, finished stretching. I was like, yo, let's see. So this guy's riding off on his bike. He sees me. Guys, I kid you not. There's a movie, in the movie Get Out, you see that classic movie scene when the guy's just like running. Like, that's how I was chasing this guy down. And if you guys don't know, I'm a professional athlete. I used to do 100 meter, 200 competitive sprinting. So I was chasing after this guy now, and we were pretty level. Like, he was going as fast as he could on the bike, and I was pursuing as fast as I could running. Down the street, there's a long street down my road, long street. I'm running. We have a few passerbys watching me running. And guys, I kid you not, I couldn't catch him. But we were level, I couldn't catch him. But obviously I have so much stamina whilst running. But there was a point that he looked back and he saw me still pursuing him, looking like that guy running from Get Out. So he was like, oh shit. He saw me running him down, and he looked back, and I think that was like, in his mind he said, oh shit, and he stumbled. So he lost balance on the bike, fell over, and then the side mirror dropped onto the floor, still intact, still good. And I picked it up and I looked at him, I was like, oh, what? He was like, oh, you don't understand, bro. He's talking some shit about sister. The guy got my sister pregnant. He got my sister pregnant. She's only 15. Obviously, for me, it was in one ear, out the other. I was thinking, oh, this isn't a righteous thing to do, or this isn't a good thing to do. Karma's gonna come, like, but who am I to sort of make that decision? So I went and grabbed the thing, and I felt like a hero, you know, taking it back. And I went back to the place to try and find the guy, but I couldn't find the guy whose car it was. So I held it. And then I was like, yeah, I was feeling like a hero. I was feeling good about myself. But that's a situation where I tried to meddle in a situation that wasn't my situation to meddle in. I don't know what happened. Guys, you don't have to, like, karma's gonna deal with that itself. Like, I shouldn't have to worry about that. The person whose car it was, it wasn't my friend, it was just a neighbor. It wasn't someone that I cared about. It wasn't someone that I could call on the phone. So yeah, so a couple hours later, I went back to the area to try and find the owner of the car, because I couldn't find him at first. It was early, I had things to do. Came back a couple hours later, guys, I see the car. The guy literally just went back and snatched the other mirror off. Now, because of me, it wasn't just one side mirror. Now it was two side mirrors. So I just put the other one by the car. So that was just like my mistake. Like, I shouldn't have meddled in that. And that really is just a great illustration of Proverbs 26:17. And I got another story. This was just maybe like 3 months. Could it have been? Yeah, maybe I'll say 2 months ago. I was in a different country now. This is not. But yeah, so I would go to the mall. I would go to the mall for shopping. I would go to the mall hanging out sometimes on a weekend or something. And one of the guys that kind of like works at the mall, you know, he took kindly to me. He fucked with my energy, and you know, we'd be speaking from time to time. You know, just be talking. But he's not my friend, guys. At the end of the day, like, it's not my friend. But basically, there was one time. It was a weekend. I'm sure it was a weekend. And I was just out, I was bored, I was just on the strip, you know, just taking in the vibe, seeing what's going on. And that day I was kind of dressed like a security guard, as in I was dressed in all black, like I'm in a tropical country, guys, dressing in all black, and long sleeve and stuff like that. People don't really usually do that unless it's security. So I was standing with him at the top of the staircase. So to get to the mall, you have to like climb the staircase. And then I was standing at the top with my arms crossed, so I was definitely looking like some kind of security. And basically, I was talking to him, just like, you know, just normal chat, just talking about different things. And then basically, long story short, some guy comes up and he was like, yo, where's my money? To the guy that I'm talking with. And obviously, I've been speaking with this guy for the last couple of months. He see me, when I see him, I just spot him or I just acknowledge him and move past, but we're not friends. And then someone's like, where's my money? And basically, that story was basically, the guy meant to send him, I'm just going to use dollars as an example. So the guy meant to send him $5, but let's say 50. The guy meant to send him $50, but he accidentally sent him 500. And the guy had on his phone like the confirmation that it had been sent to his account. So he was basically like, nah, where's my 500? Where's my 500? And he was like, and the guy, my friend, he said, oh, I didn't receive it. And to be completely fair, guys, in that particular country I was in, I had sent money before as well, and someone said they didn't receive it. So there can be, but again, the guy had a receipt. He sent a certain amount of money. He wants to send back. The guy was saying he didn't receive it. They were going back and forth, and this new guy, he's a tough guy. You know, he came. He was like talking to me as if I was the guy's bodyguard, security guard. He was like laughing with me and stuff. But then I just told him, look, I don't care what you guys have going on. I'm not involved. Like, I told him, like, and pretty much after I said that, he starts getting more aggressive to the other guy. And long story short, these guys start going at it, start swinging. Blood happens, and guys, I just stood there calm, stepped back a little bit to just observe and let the security guards deal with that. It's not my business to meddle in that. Yeah, could I have knocked him out? Absolutely. But it's not my business to meddle in that. So what, I knock him out and then now they're on the lookout for me? No. So yeah, after that situation now, I don't know how they settled it. It's not my business. So I learned from my previous mistake. And then after that, maybe like a week later, I head back to the mall and I see the guy and he's acting like we ain't cool. He's just like moving shaky with me, and I'm just like, he was a young guy, to be fair. I don't know his age. Maybe he was a young guy, maybe like 19, 20, and he was just like, yeah, man. And I'm just thinking, what did he expect for me to like defend a man that I have no idea about? For me to defend a man that's not my business. But yeah, man, that's the story today, man. Mind your business. Don't get involved in situations that don't involve you. Don't try to play hero. Like, mind your business. Keep to yourself. Even where I am now, so I'm staying in an apartment complex, And like, there's been a couple nights I've heard the same. I don't know whether it's a child or like a young girl, but just like screaming, like. And guys, I have little siblings, so I know what crying, like a normal crying is. But this is like, yo, don't do this to me. I'm like crying, I'm bawling my eyes. Like, it's really disastrous to hear. But what, like, me in the past, I might go around, check it out. Like, nah, now, mind my business, keep quiet, none of my business. I don't know what's going on. He could be whipping, like, they could be doing some really disastrous shit in there. None of my business. Do not meddle in strife that is not belonging to you guys. That's the message.